And welcome back to Channel KRT. I'm Tyler Green, and yes, I did watch the Kathy and Jimmy episode of the Kevin Pollak Chat Show to prepare for this.
I'm Kit Quinn. I know it's been 4 years since that meme, but I'm still here to say, fuck Rocco.
Fuck yeah.
That meme will never get old.
Hating on Rocco is absolutely timeless. I will always be Team Elmo.
Hell yeah.
Zoe asked Elmo to watch Rocco for her. Doesn't she know Rocco's just a rock? What? No, Tango, no! No, Tango, come back! That's not a boat, that's a rock! Great, now Elmo needs to save Rocco. Tango, wait, stop.
I'm Randall Martin. Take a shot for everything we do that's even remotely Henson related. Don't do that. I don't want the audience to die.
We will never run out of Henson stuff to cover, and I don't wanna.
We can't kill our audience. Who's gonna pay our Patreon?
I feel so bad. We didn't do any Henson at all.
I know.
I mean, we were gonna do redacted topic for Christmas that we slotted for this year.
Yeah, well.
There will be more Henson.
Oh, yeah.
Huzzah.
Well, this is kind of, I don't know, Henson adjacent in a way. Hi, I'm Jen Seggio Elmo. It's great to be back.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
Welcome back, guests we let out of the basement every so often.
Oh, the sunlight, it burns!
Sometimes I feel bad that we don't offer any prizes to people for being on so many times, because it's like, I mean, we basically give guest choices as is, so.
You get a $10 Chipotle gift card. Congratulations. That doesn't even pay for one meal.
We give guest choices as long as they're not on Disney Plus. So there you go.
There we go.
That's our loop.
Technically, the last time I was on was kind of my guest choice. I requested In Search of Dr. Seuss, and then you asked if I wanted to be on it.
That's right. That's right.
God, that one was I did love that one a lot. Yeah.
Also, something, 2 nickels, something, me being on an episode with Kathy and Jimmy.
Huzzah.
Oh, yeah.
Queen.
And technically there were puppets in Search of Dr. Seuss, so.
Yeah.
There were? Man, I'm trying to remember that.
That's the documentary one where they mention his Hitler comics, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I know that sounds bad out of context. They were anti-Hitler.
Mm-hmm.
He's not out here being Dr. Stonetoss.
Oh, God.
He helped make anti-Hitler cartoons with Chuck Jones, and that's how we got the Grinch a few years later. So, yeah.
Yay!
I shudder to think of live-action Stone Toss.
Oh, God, no. No.
Enough about that fucker. Elmo. We love that guy. We love that
yeah.
I'm a staunch Elmo apologist.
Hell yeah.
Honestly, yes.
What was going on with, like, that era where everyone's like, oh my god, Elmo's creepy. No, he's not. That's so performative.
Yeah, Elmo is great. Like
Elmo ruined the entire show. It's all about him now. Never mind that his segment was literally always at the end of the episode.
Yes.
And a lot of the main characters still got focus in the wraparound segments.
You want to know what's creepy? Barney is creepy. Kermit with teeth is creepy. Elmo? There's nothing creepy about him. You're just saying, oh my god, this kid's show character is so creepy. You're just being performative at this point. Teletubbies are creepy. Elmo is adorable.
On a side note, I've always wanted Elmo and Big Bird to go to therapy together and just discuss who's had the more traumatic life. Like, I want Big Bird to be like, I got lost in a whole nother country. I got kidnapped and painted blue. What have you done?
Oh, you're such a fucking victim, aren't you? Elmo was lost in Grouchland. Has Big Bird ever been to fucking Grouchland? Oh, Big Bird got a trip through the countryside. Quick question. Was there a search party for Elmo in Grouchland?
There was. They all went to Grouchland, but they got arrested and sent to jail for most of the movie because they asked for help, and that's illegal in Grouchland.
Ah, damn it. That ruined my joke. Oh, well.
I'm sorry.
Everyone came to get Big Bird, but where was everyone when Elmo was in Grouchland?
We'll leave it in just because it's funny.
Yeah, do that.
Big Bird's like, I fought God. And then Elmo's like, Elmo had to deal with Rocco. And then Big Bird's like, okay, you win.
Well, no, Big Bird would just gaslight him and say Rocco's real. I mean, he has done that in the show.
Oh, Big Bird this, Big Bird that. Does Big Bird have to deal with telling a grown man how to do basic fucking life activities?
God damn it, Mr. Noodle, indeed. Also, side, we need to do a Noodle Family Tree episode because holy shit, that runs deep.
Yes, oh my god.
Elmo's just being honest here. Mr. Noodle, you need to go in impatient. This is not normal. You're a grown man.
Mr. Noodle, get the fuck out of Elmo's life. He's sick of your shit.
Elmo is tired of being your fucking enabler.
All right, I know this is going to really date me, but what you have to understand is Jim Henson died only a few weeks after I was born.
Aww.
Damn.
Yeah, so I grew up in a kind of gray area with Sesame Street where they were still showing classic sketches of him being Kermit and Ernie and other characters, but they were giving Elmo and Zoe and others a bit more of the spotlight. So I was there for that around the corner phase. I don't see Elmo as a red menace who ruined Sesame Street, because if anything, it's Mr. No Escape himself, Barney, coming along that forced a lot of changes to the show in order to keep up with kids' attention and what was popular.
Yeah.
And with the other Muppeteers at the time either moving on or passing on, R.I.P. Richard Hunt and Jerry Nelson and all the others, it makes sense that they gave more attention to the kid character who's getting more viewers' attention.
Yeah.
I do kind of miss a little bit when there was more focus on all the Muppets instead of kind of one particular star, because you see Elmo being like marketed a lot, but I just can't hate him because the special in particular shows a lot of what makes him such a lovable character and not just a mass marketing icon.
Absolutely.
Let's face it, the reason he's taken over is entirely because of the response to Tickle Me Elmo. If grown adults were not killing each other in Toys R Us over a toy made for toddlers that don't know how to verbalize "I want" yet.
Basically.
North America has been gripped by Tickle Me Elmo hysteria.
Oh boy, that tickles.
Just ask them in Fredericton, where 48 of the bug-eyed beasts were put on sale at a local Walmart. And one of the clerks was sent to hospital after being trampled in the frenzy.
Somebody in the crowd yelled, "There's the Elmos," and they rushed us.
To the point where 10 years later, history just fucking repeated itself.
Yeah.
My dad was one of the people who went out to get a Tickle Me Elmo when it was the hot toy that year. God bless him.
Oh,
I got
man.
a Tickle Me Elmo when I was like 1 year old. Mom was miraculously able to get her hands on one before, people started selling it on eBay for $1 million fucking dollars, and people were actually buying it for those prices. What the fuck? It's an Elmo. Anyway, I was terrified of it because I think I've told this story before. How is a 1, almost 2-year-old supposed to react when they slightly touch this toy and it starts violently shaking like it's having a seizure going...
I was in a very undeserved Elmo hating phase as a kid, even though my very first Sesame Street tape ever was an Elmo tape, so I don't get it. And so I never liked Tickle Me Elmo, but my god, I am so glad I became woke over time and was like, no, Elmo's fucking great. Zoe, on the other hand.
What was your first Elmo tape?
Elmo Says Boo.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that one's good.
Yes.
I remember that one had Bert and Ernie with the Egyptian curse.
Yes, that scared me
the fuck
so
out of me.
bad.
Oh, yeah, don't eat the pictures. Oh, wait, no, that was...
No, that was the Big Bird
That was
one.
that was when Big Bird and Snuffy had the Pharaoh's curse.
Yeah,
no, this was when Bert and Ernie were in the pyramid and Ernie sees a sarcophagus that looks just like him and it comes to life. Scared the fuck out of me.
That shit was so uncanny.
Yeah, I must have been indifferent to Elmo's existence as a kid because, we had Don't Eat the Pictures on tape and I was, watching it constantly. Not once do I ever recall watching it thinking, wait, where's Elmo? I wasn't thinking that until years later when I rewatched it. Checked when it was made. I was like, oh, this is the early 80s.
And I think I did see Elmo and Grouchland in theaters, funny enough.
I didn't. That's actually a flex.
Huh. Wow.
Yeah.
I watched it from Blockbuster. I got the tape from there, rented it.
Aw, hell yeah.
I guess this can go into our relationship with a specific special, but I did have this on VHS, and I know a lot of the time I say I watch stuff incessantly and I'm able to quote everything about it. This was kind of interesting to me where I remember some of it, but I didn't remember as much as I thought. The one thing I remembered the most from this was the Do Something song, which we'll get to later. Fucking great. Beautiful.
Hell
beautiful
yeah.
song.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that I didn't watch it at all until recently, but I remember there was a trailer for it on, I think, my Elmo Palooza VHS tape, so... Yeah, I owned a lot of Elmo VHS tapes for somebody who didn't really watch a lot of Sesame Street and Elmo at that age, but then I went through a middle school phase and I'd see that trailer like, oh yeah, I should check that out sometime, and I never did, but now I did, and it's very charming.
It's what I had never heard of this until like recently.
I can't believe you guys didn't know about this. Wow. In all fairness, I don't really hear a lot of people talk about this anyway, which is strange.
I actually saw this when it premiered on TV. I remember watching it.
Damn.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, I was technically too old for Sesame Street at the time, but again, this was at the height of Elmo's popularity. Nobody really judged.
Exactly.
So it was all right.
We should mention, too, this aired on Fox primetime.
Yeah, so does this mean Disney technically owns it, or...
Well, Michael Eisner finally got his wish.
No!
God damn it.
I mean, we didn't have an introduction from Michael Eisner, but we did have one from Winona Judd, of all people.
Hell yeah.
And this was sponsored by
Yeah.
Kmart, too, on top of that.
Oh, hell
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Remember when Kmart was like financially well off enough to sponsor things?
This special presentation of Cinder Elmo, a new family holiday musical, is brought to you by the letter K for Kmart.
What the fuck is Kmart?
Okay, let's go.
I lived near one of the very last very active Kmarts for almost a decade, and I kind of miss it, I won't lie.
For some reason, I associated Kmart heavily with Sesame Street. I don't know why, I just did.
I could see
I
it.
think they sponsored a lot of things with them back in the day.
Yeah, they did.
Maybe.
I lived near this plaza that had a Kmart that was struggling even while Kmart was still relevant.
Oh, dang.
I think it got replaced with like a million different stores, and now it's just a Hobby Lobby.
I think the one that I live near is now a Five Below, but I'll have to double check that.
You know what's funny though? Out of all the stores, there's like not one part in that plaza that has the same store, except for PetSmart.
Oh, God,
PetSmart
yeah.
lasted.
You don't want to know what my Kmart became?
What?
A ShopRite.
Of course. I mean, it is the East Coast, so. Also, I think that after watching this special, because we all know how Muppets Wizard of Oz turned out, we can easily count this as the very deserved third chapter of Muppets classic literature trilogy, right?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
And
Yes.
we should.
Like, this easily belongs up there with Muppet Christmas Carol and Muppet Treasure Island.
Oh yeah, this is like really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's
very cute.
Yeah. It's very charming, and I noticed I also feels like it addresses a lot of complaints that so many assholes online love pointing out about the Cinderella tale, but we'll get
Yes.
more into that as we go on.
Absolutely. It's especially funny because the late 90s were basically Cinderella heaven. Like, we had the Brandy Cinderella, then we had Ever After, and then we had this. And then a few years later, we'd get Cinderella 2, which had mixed quality.
It existed.
It existed, but apart from that, all the Cinderella adaptations of the 90s cooked. So yeah.
Hell yeah. I love the Brandy one. It's been a while since I've seen Ever After, but I remember really liking it. And yeah, this was definitely one of the really good ones.
Would the Cake Castle count as like a 90s Cinderella thing?
Sure, why not?
You know what? I don't care. They should do that again. Everyone's like, oh, finally, they're getting rid of the pink. They're putting the castle colors back. I hope they put in the Cake Castle and they leave it there for a year just to piss you off.
It's better than the fucking toilet paper castle they did when Stitch's Great Escape opened.
Yeah.
Oh man, what do you think they're going to do to the castle when they open Villains Land?
Ooh,
Oh,
that's
man.
gonna be
That's going to be
fascinating.
so cool. I do know that projection mapping has gone like crazy advanced lately, and Disney is like on top of their game when it comes to projection mapping. We're going to get the coolest fucking castle show.
Hell yeah.
If I remember
yeah.
correctly, there was a Tokyo Disney Halloween show where the villains set fire to the castle, quote unquote, and it like melts, but it's all
Oh
like
my
projection
God.
on screen.
That's so badass.
That is
That's
awesome.
so fucking.
Oh,
God, I love projection mapping.
That sounds a lot like that one Black Cauldron walkthrough that, was it Tokyo Disney did?
yeah, it was Tokyo Disneyland. Yeah. It's like a
So cool.
Cinderella Castle mystery where you think you're going to go through the castle and see all the good guys, but no, the magic mirror pops up and you go through all the different villains layer, ending with confronting and defeating the Horned King. Is so awesome.
Fuck yeah, that's awesome.
As awesome as that is, I can see why that wasn't so popular. You mislead a bunch of little kids who were scared of everything into thinking, "Oh my god, we're gonna see Snow White and Cinderella." And just kidding, it's the Horned King.
I will admit that the magic mirror in that is so fucking creepy.
Hell yeah.
Honestly, I always kind of thought the Hans Conried live action magic mirror was always a little creepy. This kind of like accelerates it.
Hell yeah.
All right, so let's get into this.
So we should probably quickly mention who directed this special. Bruce Leddy, who actually worked for a lot of various TV shows. Like he worked on Last Week Tonight. He worked on, of all things, the pilot for Disney's I Didn't Do It.
Oh yeah, and that show.
You're telling me the guy who made this also made the show that I go to when I need to watch someone who agrees with all my political views.
Yes.
Huh? If the glove don't fit, you must acquit.
Wait a minute. He also directed a bunch of episodes of Crash and Bernstein, but we won't hold that against him.
So to start this off, I gotta say, it's an absolute shame that a lot of our generation turned out to be Trump supporters, because this special has done nothing but say fuck gender norms.
Hell yeah. Also, when Grover was yelling in the beginning, I thought he said, 5 o'clock and all is hell for a moment.
Fucking real.
Well, I mean, is that not how it feels at 5 in the morning? All is hell. You wake up, you check the timer, it's only 2 more hours till your alarm's supposed to go off, you're not getting back to sleep.
Me when I accidentally check social media in the morning.
It's a 5 o'clock world and I'm dying inside.
Me that time I woke up from a nap and found out Ozzy Osbourne died while I was sleeping.
Oh, that is the worst feeling. That's what happened to me, actually.
Also, man, the set design is just gorgeous in this.
It is.
You can tell it's a set, but the way that they crammed this massive village into the special works so well. I actually believe like it's a legit town square.
Like, this is some A-tier set design.
And it works with the perspective, too, where you can have, regular people and puppets there, and it looks very natural, too.
Yeah, not just the regular puppets either. It helps fit in characters like Big Bird and Snuffy as well.
Yeah.
Who don't really get anything to do in this.
Yeah, well,
they're more so just background Muppets, which I thought was kind of strange, but oh well.
We're here by obligation.
I counted it, by the way. Snuffy only has 1 line in this.
Aw.
I don't think Big Bird even has any lines.
I had to beg for this role.
Justice for my sons.
I'm being paid in exposure, Bird.
Use the Force, Bird. Get me a bigger role in this, and also bring back my creepy design from the 70s.
Anyway, it's, again, unfortunately kind of the side effect of, Elmo becoming more popular, but whatever. Yeah. I promised myself I'm not going to complain too much, but yeah, even though Elmo's in the title, I do wish we got a little bit more time with some of the other Muppets.
Oh yeah, I do love what they do with Bert and Ernie in this, but we'll get to that.
Bert and Ernie are poly icons in this, so it's fucking amazing.
Hell
they are not beating the allegations.
Also, I don't want to hear anything again from Reddit on how Peggy Hill is the worst mother ever. When this is a Kathy Najimy character, that's the worst mother ever, and I mean that in a complimentary way.
Kathy Najimy's evil stepmother is a fucking monster in this, but she kind of serves.
Hell
Who
yeah.
the fuck is saying Peggy Hill's a terrible mother? They probably just hate fucking women. She's awesome.
Yeah, Reddit is the fucking worst for that.
Oh, yeah.
You have to let Bobby learn from his own mistakes. Will he lose a finger? Maybe. But he will gain a finger of knowledge in his brain.
I'm surprised there's any scenery left with how much Najimy's just eating it all. More than Cookie Monster. But yeah.
I love that Kathy Najimy as the stepmother is just so concerned about keeping a clean house, but for some reason, she's fine with letting the dog put away the dishes. Which, by the way, Prince's baby boy.
Yes.
For the most part. We'll get to that.
He's the prototype to Tango. I love it.
I just know in medieval times they were not brushing that dog's teeth either, so.
Well, no, because in the song, Elmo has to brush the dog's fur and then brush the dog's fleas, which Ugh, that's not sanitary.
And they make him dust the cheese and crackers, too, which, ew.
You're getting fucking germs and shit on that. I know this house is already rat infested, but come on.
Okay, I can see how, like, maybe an aged cheese would get dusty sometimes, too. What are you doing leaving crackers out? Those get stale in, like, 5 minutes.
Yes.
Okay, well, in all fairness, they're whimsical Muppet rats, so I guess it's okay.
It's just Rizzo. It's okay for them to make pizza, but it's not okay for them to clean the house.
Did
Okay, go
anyone
ahead, Jen.
catch her when she's listing all the chores for Elmo to do? She told him to wax the carrot. Good night, everybody.
Freezing.
I first heard that term from George Carlin talking about the 10 Commandments. That's an adult joke snuck in there on par with what they did with the Game of Thrones parody. I love it.
Although I thought she said wax the carriage, but...
But Cinderelmo, you get to shine our dancing shoes,
Right.
and mend our clothes, and hoof the horses, wax the carriage, make our breakfast, wash the dishes, and paint the house.
I love how there are a lot of adult jokes in here, but it's like, they're not really sex jokes. They're more legal jokes.
The writing in this is very Naked Gun, for lack of a better term.
Oh my god, yes.
Yes, that explains
Yeah.
why it's so fucking funny.
Also, one thing that Kathy Najimy's performance reminded me of is how people were saying Michael Caine is such a great actor in Muppets Christmas Carol because it would take a lot to have to be mean to Kermit the Frog. And I'm like, it would take a lot to have to be mean to Elmo, but she pulls it off.
I'm just imagining Kathy, like, breaking in the middle of a take. She starts sobbing. Oh, I'm so sorry. That hurts me more than it hurts you.
Imagine you get a role in a movie. The director puts down like an animatronic little puppy next to you and goes, okay, your first job, kick that.
No.
Oh, I'd quit. I'd quit on the spot.
No,
Yeah.
I couldn't do that. Somehow, returning to this, I misremembered this. I didn't remember it was Kathy Najimy. I somehow thought it was Kathy Bates playing the stepmother.
Really?
You know, I could
Wow.
see that.
Maybe it was because this was the same year the Annie, remake came out on, another television special. She played Miss Hannigan.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
just
that's
about to
right.
say, I'm like, you might be combining her with Miss Hannigan.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that might have been what I did. It would have been a very different special if it was Kathy Bates, though. She would tie Elmo to the bed to keep him from going to the ball.
No.
Oh, dear God, no.
Do unspeakable things with the mallet.
There is this like variation of the Mandela effect where it's not you misremembering something, it's you taking two memories and fusing them together.
Elmo, give me my Mitzi back.
Like, I swear, I can't think of one off the top of my head, but I've had a ton of those where I'm like, oh, it's these two, but my memory fused it together. What can we even call that? The Nelson effect?
Also, Zoe's in this and she does nothing.
Her most useful role yet.
You know,
I'm
she's
like, is she one of the stepchildren? But she doesn't work. She doesn't do shit.
I guess she kind of helps out Elmo. Like, I don't know. She's like the other, not quite stepchild or like sister or something, but she's actually okay in this.
She's there for emotional support, basically.
unlike Elmo and Grouchland, she's not being an annoying brat in this, so
Elmo, it's me, Zoe. Have you seen Rocco's Marlboros? Hey, it's me, Zoe. I'm 4 years old.
Zoe's actually pretty sweet in this. I take it's because, Rocco's not there being a bad influence on her.
there we go.
I've never bought in my life that Zoe was a child. To me, I always thought she was my Aunt Jan.
Aunt Jan, what are you doing on Sesame Street?
She sounded just like her! My Aunt Jan sounded just like Zoe. Well, still does. She's still alive, but...
Yeah. Oh, God. Also, Baby Bear being Kathy Najimy's son in this implies that she picked the bear. Good for her.
Yay! I do like that Telly and Baby Bear, despite being the stepbrothers, are actually really sweet to Elmo. They really want him to be able to come.
I love the spin in this is that they're not evil stepbrothers. They just don't want to put up with the mom's bullshit either.
Yeah, there's a really good message in this.
It's not so much that they're the evil stepbrothers. It's they're the kind of stupid but well-meaning stepbrothers.
There we go.
Yeah, they do care. It's just that, they're under their stepmother's thumb and they can't really do anything about it or know how to step up to her because they're basically kids.
Exactly. And so then we get introduced to Princess Charming, who is played by Carrie Russell.
Which is a pretty good get, I gotta say.
Yeah, I really like her hairstyle in this in particular. It's very
Oh,
pretty.
her costume
Oh,
design is on fucking
very pretty.
point, which goes the same for everybody in this, obviously.
Hell yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, even the puppets too.
I'm just gonna say it, the 90s was the best possible decade for hair.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
That and the 70s. Well, sometimes the 70s.
Although then we noticed that the king and queen are both puppets, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, I don't want to know what it was like giving birth to her.
I
That's gotta hurt. The leftover fucking felt that's gonna just be sitting up there. That's
For my sanity, they adopted her.
that's what I prefer to think. I think same thing with that and the Muppet Frog Prince. They adopted her. Don't question it.
I apologize, that was too far, by the way.
Ah, you're fine.
Oh yeah, that's. So I apologize if I went too far.
Oh, you're fine. At this point, there's no such thing as too far on the podcast. Well, there is, but anyway.
Yeah.
Also, the stepmother is listening into the conversation, and she sees that Grover is talking to them. She says,
I see the king. He's talking to someone. He's blue and furry.
and I'm thinking, Tobias Funke?
I am Mrs. Featherbottom.
Oh my god, Grover Wood.
Also, it goes without saying, but the songs in this are a lot of fun, too.
Oh, they really are.
They're not bad.
Even better than I remember.
Absolutely. And I especially love that I can't even say it because it's such a tongue twister, the song about the ball, it was giving Gotta Give That Name vibes, and I mean that in the best way.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
I think my favorite song is the one they keep hammering in, which is jump to the left and shake, shake, shake. Jump to the right and shake, shake, shake. And of course, that.
And they got that dance because, okay, this is so weird, but not only were the stepbrothers peeping on the princess, so was their mom. She was peeping with them, and they saw her like trying to get water out of her ear after a shower, as if it couldn't get any worse.
No, it was after a swim. They said that she went swimming.
I could have sworn it was a whatever. Whatever.
I was half expecting that scene to turn into Rear Window and they were going to catch the princess stabbing somebody. Stab to the left, shake, shake, shake.
Step to the right, stab, stab, stab.
And then it's like you cut to the shot, there's just the princess with her own pair of binoculars staring back at them.
Yeah, I love that this castle has no security whatsoever.
Praise help, this little Muppet's gonna kill me. Wow.
So let's talk about, the general conceit of why the ball is happening, where, the king and queen are worried about losing the kingdom. So their plan is to essentially just pimp their daughter out.
Yeah, which is so... I don't like it.
They don't say who they will lose the kingdom to, though.
At least it's period accurate, I guess.
Oh god, they were gonna lose it to the land of Peppermint Park.
Oh god.
Oh god, you know what? In that case, it's fine.
I was gonna say, who will they lose the kingdom to? David Zaslav? They're already out of his clutches, thank God.
Oh, thank god.
Thank God.
Oh my god, is that King Eisner?
Hello.
Hello.
They were preventing another merger.
Hello? You're part of the Magic Kingdom now.
I'm here to buy you out now that Jim Henson is dead.
Also, I love the joke of Cookie Monster being the town chef, but he keeps eating all the fucking food. So at this point, it's just, he literally has to get a second job where he's Post-Monster General, which is a brilliant pun, by the way.
He's basically the Bert of this movie, basically inventing the gig economy.
So he's the one who sells the food and makes the food, but he keeps eating it? These people must be starving. It's like the fucking Family Guy John Goodman joke.
Aw.
Oh god, that was so mean to John Goodman.
That was so mean, but I still sometimes laugh at it.
I told you, when I'm finished, you can have what's left.
There won't be any left. There's never any left.
I wonder how many food handlers violations he had at that point.
For starters, he's not wearing a fur net. That's pretty bad in of itself.
Yeah, that would be a bad idea because nobody would get any of their food, but apparently Cookie Monster runs a food truck now as well, so I don't know. What do I know?
Yeah, see, he's eating these residents out of their own food so bad they have to go to the food bank.
Anyway, there's a great moment where, the stepmother is trying to have Telly write down all the steps for the dance that she thinks that the princess is doing. And then she turns and says, "What have you got?" And he says, "I don't know how to write yet." The same vibes as the scene from Blazing Saddles. I want cutthroats, Methodist. Could you repeat that, sir?
It also reminded me of the joke in Muppets Family Christmas where Bert and Ernie say, "Where we come from, this is small talk."
I love when Sesame Street gets self-aware.
Hell yeah. I love that they can make it educational and self-aware. It's just a beautiful balance.
It really is.
Also, you know what else I love? The fact that Kathy Najimy does a fucking Z-snap at one point.
Yeah, I thought that was a Jesus pose for a moment. I was like, does Christ exist in the Sesame Street universe?
Well, I mean, with how many Christmas specials there are, probably.
Yes.
I mean, we know this special's pretty LGBT coded as is, but that cemented it for me.
Hell yeah.
Also, this movie is bold because if anybody knew that the stepmother was treating Elmo so shitty, they would probably fucking crucify her.
Yeah, I saw what they did to that bird family and followed that bird.
Hell yeah.
It wasn't pretty, but it was delicious.
Barbecue chicken. Sticky.
Though I like to think that this is just a play they're doing in character.
You know what? I buy it.
Hell yeah. I also love the Bert and Ernie running plot where they're both really wanting to live at the castle together and both marry the princess. They're both polyam.
I genuinely admire their confidence. And
Hell
the fact
yeah.
that they're not competing with each other. They're actually cheering each other on to make sure this happens.
We're so close, we even marry each other's wives.
And they get so sad at being separated from each other. It's so sweet.
That's right, Bert, old buddy. One of us will be moving to the palace.
Huh. No more sharing an apartment? I guess, huh?
Oh, that's right. It's goodbye, Bert, old buddy. Old pal. Goodbye, old chum.
Hey, Ernie, what's a doublet?
They get sad, and then Ernie just starts crying, and he wipes his nose on Bert's outfit. And at this point, I'm just convinced that Ernie knows what he's doing, and he just loves pissing Bert off.
Actually, you know what? Never mind, I'll just marry her on my own.
No, he literally makes that joke in the movie.
Yeah.
Maybe it's for the best, after all.
Did anyone else get Christmas Eve on Sesame Street vibes when they offered up, the rubber ducky and paper clips?
Oh, yes.
Oh my god, yes! That's what I
And
got
again,
too.
it's really sweet. The princess says, it's your most favorite things. And she doesn't take them in the end. She just gives them both a kiss, and they're just really happy. It's just so nice.
I actually really love that the princess in this is, so down to earth, and she doesn't make fun of anybody for their interests. She's very supportive of everybody. That's pretty based, actually.
Honestly, the only thing I really wish they had done is similar to Cinderella 1997, have her kind of walk around as a casual civilian within town. Oh, and also Hey Cinderella as well, where the prince pretends to be the gardener.
Royalty in disguise.
Yes. Which, by the way, Kermit also has a cameo in this, so both his first real personality appearance and now this. Hell yeah.
Hi ho, Kermit the Frog here for the allotted 5 seconds of Sesame Street time Michael Eisner has so graciously allowed me to have.
Well, actually, this was 5 years before they bought the Muppets.
And part of that cameo involves someone trying to scalp tickets for him.
You know what? I switched the timelines.
Hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here, stepping on my soapbox to mention that the only person who can voice me is Steve Whitmire.
Also, you gotta love that the stepmother's reasoning for why Elmo can't go to the ball is, you're dirty! It's like, girl, do you not let him shower either? We gotta keep a list of this woman's crimes.
The movie literally implies that Elmo never showers because Frank the fairy godperson literally tells him to get one.
Well, what should Elmo do?
Take a shower. Fairy godfather will figure out the rest.
Turns out Frank the fairy godperson was a delusion Elmo was having. It was actually medieval CPS.
Oh my god, if you kind of think about it, he kind of is.
Yeah.
We're talking about the character of the fairy godperson played by Oliver Platt.
Hell yeah.
And I gotta say, good on Frank for breaking boundaries as the first fairy godperson.
Hell yeah.
I thought they were gonna go with fairy god dude or something, but they went full gender neutral fairy god person.
Or fairy godfather, yeah.
Well, I'm your fairy godfather. Excuse me, fairy godperson.
Huh?
Well, look, there's been a tremendous demand for fairy god people recently. And I'm just filling in. I'm a temp, okay? Is that okay?
Sure,
Okay, great. My name's Frank.
It is amazing that there are so many Trump supporters in our generation, because this special is literally saying left and right, fuck gender norms, Elmo can be Cinderella, we can have a fairy god person, fuck it, let's just do it.
Yeah,
Also,
right.
something that one Burger King commercial with the fairy god bro. If anyone remembers that.
I have expected him to say, here's another deep cut, another Channel QRT episode. Just call me FGP. I hate excess verbiage.
Oh, excess.
Also, Elmo's little song before Frank shows up made me so sad. I just wanted to hug him.
Yeah.
It's so sweet, and you have that moment where Prince the dog is harmonizing with Zoe and Elmo, and it's so cute.
Yeah.
Sing it, boy, you good boy.
When I was a kid watching this, that song made me cry. It's just
understandable.
I wanted him to be happy.
You know what, Kipper, why can't you do that?
Honestly, I'm so glad I didn't watch this as a kid because I know that would have upset me so much.
Oh, God.
I can barely handle it as an adult.
Right? God damn it, the show for babies is making me emotional.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be the first time, won't be the last time.
Oh, yeah.
Also, I want to talk about the Do Something song, which, as I mentioned, it's been stuck in my head for years. So the main hook of the song is, if you've got a dream, do something. And I'm thinking to myself, how long until this line is incorrectly credited to Walt Disney?
Yeah, it's a good little song, and I really like the little dances he's doing during it. It's so silly but fun.
it's
Muppet dances
so
are
sweet.
always adorable.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Also, in the song, Frank is talking about a prince, and the way he pronounces the prince's name, I originally heard it as Sir Saggy Moore de Breasts.
Sir Saggy, isn't that the guy who's saying it wasn't me?
Yeah, in that part of the song, they make it clear that having the police save the maid instead of the Snight was the bad outcome. So today's episode of Sesame Street is brought to you by the numbers 1312.
And the letters ACAB.
And FUCKICE.
Heads up.
And this picture of a pig for some reason.
Today's letters of the day are NWA.
I'm just saying, it would have been pretty interesting if that episode with Ronald Grump ended with Muppet Stormy Daniels coming in.
It would have been like a storm cloud.
Oh my
Muppet
God,
storm
yes.
cloud over his head.
Oh my God.
One quick note about Do Something is I do really like the song. At first I was kind of a little mixed on it though, because I was like, I really hope this isn't a song they're trying to make as, no, see, our Cinderella does something for herself instead of just sitting around waiting for somebody. But I think I read too much into that because I was just so tired of all the people who had bad faith takes on Cinderella. And if, for all we know, this could have also been a song telling them, go fuck yourself.
I would have loved it if Elmo just stopped in the middle of the song and just gone into a rant about how people need to calm the fuck down about their Cinderella takes.
Yes, thank you.
You want to know what it is? The true moral of Cinderella is that a good support system is key.
Exactly. Like, also, if you watch the 1950s Cinderella, she's snarky. She's sarcastic. She does not enjoy her situation at all.
Oh my God, I love her.
I know.
Yes, she is a
like
queen.
a little bit before we recorded this, I got to see a 35mm screening of Disney's Cinderella, and yeah, she is amazing. I love her so much. She does
Hell
have that
yeah.
snark. She has her limits. She does stand up for herself. And the moment that she knows the princess comes first, she just drops everything and does all she can to get out of the house.
Exactly.
And the mice help out because, again, it's all about support systems. It's all about, community. They're both oppressed. They help each other out.
Hell yeah.
Elmo says we should stop putting pressure on victims to escape from their abusers when it's not an easy option.
Damn right.
Yeah, I love this song, but again, it is a bit touchy when it comes to abuse victims just telling them to do something. Making a plan and going through with it is great advice, but, sometimes it does need a little bit more nuance. But this is something that was made for kids, so I totally get it.
Exactly.
And again, this is the song that's just been returning to me the most ever since revisiting this special, because I find it very motivating in a
Hell
way.
yeah.
Especially in today's
Landry.
political climate. Cough, cough.
Also, this is a Sesame Street version of the Wicked Stepmother. I'm sure Elmo could have stood up for himself a little bit and she'd fucking be like, oh, well, I never at once.
Yeah, like
It would have been hilarious if she just got the Mother Gothel treatment.
Yes.
she's not even the evil stepmother. She's called the not very nice stepmother, which is kind of how you know this was after Jim Henson had passed away, because he wouldn't have hesitated calling her evil.
Her name would have been Cunt.
If this was directed by Jim Henson, her name would have been Evil Fucking Bitch.
He would have given her a pretty hardcore death, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Also, when they use the dog food bowl as the carriage, it's funny, but I'm also like, that dog food carriage is gonna stink.
Oh,
my
God, yeah.
God.
And the seats are probably made out of, like, fucking half-chewed dog food.
Oh, I know. I hope they washed it before they made it giant-sized.
Yes.
Plus, with my dog, we, like, sprinkle this, like, stuff in his food. It's gonna be, like, probably dusty with that.
Oh, God. And we should talk about who plays the humanized prince in this.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't know how it took this long for French Stewart to show up in a fucking KRT topic, but here he is.
Right?
He was everywhere in the 90s. I mean, I know him mostly as Icarus from the Hercules animated series, but yeah, it felt like he was in so many things.
Yeah, this was around the time he was also in Third Rock from the Sun as well.
I love how pretty much everyone else who was in Kevin Sorbo's Hercules ended up being more successful than Kevin Sorbo.
Damn right.
You know, I will say about French Stewart in this, he's trying.
It's Sesame Street. You gotta give him some credit. He's doing his best.
Even for Sesame Street, like...
I feel like his presence definitely kind of dates this special a little bit. Like, he's definitely, like, trying really hard, like, way too hard. But still, like, you know... He's alright.
Yeah, to be fair, he is a dog turned human, and what are dogs except trying a little too hard?
I mean, this is still less degrading than Inspector Gadget 2.
Agreed.
Sesame Street is no stranger to being dated. They had Michael Jackson on when he was still in a boy band.
Oh yeah, that fucking cameo.
They had Afro Michael Jackson on.
No, not even that. They just have him show up for 5 seconds. He gives Oscar a book and then just fucking leaves.
Is that the one where they tried a Christmas Carol Oscar?
Yes.
Jesus
Yes.
Christ.
Yeah.
That fucking special is a disaster.
Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised we haven't talked about that yet. By the way, that's not the redacted Christmas topic we were talking about earlier.
Also, this special also needed more Oscar, and that's my only other complaint.
Yeah, I was wondering, where the hell is Oscar in this?
I wanted him to try to be wooing the not very nice stepmother, because he would have been all over her.
He would be the exception to the be nice to everyone rule.
Yes.
Also, I love that there's a joke that implies that Frank is kind of incompetent with his powers, because he zaps Elmo to put him into a nice regal outfit, and he says, "What do you know? It worked." And I'm just thinking, what would have happened if it didn't work? Like, would this turn into a fucking Cronenberg movie or something?
What we got back didn't live long, fortunately.
I won't lie, when he was changing the rats into horses, I was really expecting it to be like some Animorphs shit and just be terrifying.
See? Not only can Frank grant wishes, he can also play God as well.
Did anyone else think the mice look like the Bad Idea Bears from Avenue Q? They're like the same colors. They look very similar.
God.
Yeah.
Yo, they did.
Oh, and speaking of Avenue Q, we've got not one, not two, but 3 future Avenue Q stars doing stuff in this special. Stephanie D'Abruzzo, Rick Lyon, and John Tartaglia are there. Mostly doing, like, I think, background characters, but yeah.
Hell
That's
yeah.
right, and John Tartaglia. This was pre Johnny and the Sprites.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
Another show we haven't talked about yet.
We should do
I
that
was also
someday.
going to say Johnny and the Sprites episode of Channel KRT. You guys got to do it.
And Sutton Foster was on an episode of that too, I think.
Christopher Sieber, too. A lot of Broadway people, I think, actually.
Carmen Oshbar was on it. Leslie Carrera Rudolph.
I feel like a lot of theater people would definitely get their start on like a Sesame Street thing.
Also, when we cut to the castle and Ernie makes a joke about how we're tinks, I was just like, that's it, I'm tink shaming.
Yeah. We're tinks. Is that like a gay slur on Sesame Street?
We're the town tinkers. We twink. I mean tink.
How'd you tinks go through the door, through the window?
So there's a thing earlier when Elmo wants to bring his friends and Frank is kind of like hesitating. And I'm thinking like, you know, after a moment he says, you know what? Yeah, your friends can come. And he scoops up Prince and then they just leave Zoe behind.
Yeah. Bye. Oh, man. Oh, oh, wow, we were so gonna, we'd love to, but, oh, God,
Actually, this now makes me really want Zoe with Rocco as her Green Goblin mask. The heart, Zoe. We aim for the heart.
I also love the really nice advice Frank gives Elmo.
It's not what you look like or what you wear that makes you special.
Really?
Yeah, it's you. It's your laugh. Your smile. Your fuzzy little face.
Stop it.
But once in a while it's fun to dress up. Come on, it's a special occasion. It's a perfect
I love that it encourages that you can be yourself and have fun. It's really nice.
That's what the world needs, nuance.
Exactly.
Sesame Street was trying to teach us nuance, and we failed as a society.
Also, I love that Kermit's cameo in this is him doing the newscast. What else would it be?
Oh, yeah, medieval TVs.
That and a line from Ernie later where he says, "What do you know, Bert? The princess kissed us and we didn't turn to frogs." Reminded me of a Sesame Street newsflash where a princess kisses Kermit and she turns into a pink frog.
Yes. Actually, funny enough, when I first discovered this special as a kid, because I didn't watch it, I thought it was just an extended Monster Piece Theater episode.
Oh my god, yes.
We should have gotten openings and closings from Alistair Cookie.
Hell yeah.
Honestly, yes, that would have been a nice way to bring this full circle.
Then also, I love that when they start doing the dance, the princess isn't immediately like, oh fuck, they're stalking me.
Aren't you the guys who are watching me try off? With your mom?
It is sweet, though, that she was like, you know what? They're trying their best. I should help them.
Which was wholesome. That was nice of her.
Yes.
Also, Grover refers to himself as a lovable furry footman. No comment.
Nope, I don't like
Damn
that.
it.
Grover has like 50 jobs throughout this whole special, which I mean is kind of fair. He does all these different jobs on Sesame
And all of them involve harassing that blue guy with the mustache.
Hey, that's what you gotta do to afford a one-bedroom apartment in New York City.
True.
Oh, Mr. Johnson, your existence is based solely on your misery.
Mr. Johnson was the original Karen.
I mean, can you blame him?
Yeah.
If I had Grover following me around making my life live in hell, yeah, I'd crash out too.
But I'm hungry. I want something to eat.
We only guarantee the fast food, sir. The rest is up to you.
Yes.
Did anyone else, the shot of everyone facing the camera doing the dance, think of the meme that's gone around of all the Sesame Street characters dancing to the Lobster DJ? Because that's exactly how it's framed.
Oh my god.
I think some of them were like even in the same places.
I kind of got that vibe, but I was also getting "We are going to beat you to death."
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that one.
Yes. Also, somehow the stepmother sees Elmo in the crowd doing the dance, and she fucking kidnaps him using a cloak.
She just puts him in a burlap sack.
She could have suffocated him. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, electric chair, no sponge.
Also, I really love the message that Telly gets that he should make decisions for himself and not just what his mom wants him to make. Like, it's very sweet.
Telly going on that rant where he says,
You're very nice, but I don't want to be king. I just want to jump on my pogo stick and be a kid for a while.
Fucking real, man.
It was the original version of the
So
SpongeBob.
relatable.
I don't want to grow up. I want cookies.
Physically cannot watch that episode.
Oh.
The only way I can watch that episode is if it's the gag dub.
Yes.
You know the one.
Grandma! I wish Keanu Reeves was here to save me from the Matrix right now.
It's got some outdated jokes in it, but if you can look past it, it's actually really...
David Hasselhoff would not be seen with Gumby. Maybe Pokey, but not Gumby.
Telly's just so relatable. He's like, it's like the perfect amount of panicked, but also very upbeat.
Yeah.
I actually got to meet his Muppeteer, Martin P. Robinson, at a screening of Don't Eat the Pictures. It was very nice.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. Funny enough, I remember the other day I was randomly looking up super old clips of Telly, and I forgot they gave him really scary eyes in his first
spiral
appearance.
eyes. What the fuck? God, no wonder boomers are the way they are. They grew up on that shit.
They grew up on Scary Snuffy, like half-feathered Big Bird. They grew up on Spiral Eyes Telly.
Jesus.
On Orange Oscar. Also, I couldn't help but laugh at the joke where Zoe's like, there's carpet on the walls. And then French Stewart is like, I'm not allowed on the rug.
All right, I'll say it. French Stewart has that dog in him.
Beautiful.
There's a scene, too, where Ernie is showing the princess's rubber ducky, and he says,
I can't offer you diamonds and rubies, but if you marry me, you can have rubber ducky.
And I'm thinking he's going to finish the sentence with, he likes to watch.
And also, I was half expecting her to say, our marriage would be a lavender one, right? Honestly, the big twist in this should have been that she was a lesbian.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Find a wife ball.
Good for her. Also, the princess is supposed to be an adult. Aren't Telly and Baby Bear still kids?
Again, you got to think about, them just playing roles. That's it.
And to be fair, she didn't actually want to marry any of them because she actually wants French Stewart, but her parents are forcing her to pick.
And again, at least it's period accurate.
Yeah.
This is what they did.
I love that French Stewart just outright tells her he's a dog, and she's just like, yeah, okay.
Friendly reminder that King Tut was 10 years old.
At first she thinks he's just being self-depreciating. Like, oh no, you're actually very nice. And then she realizes later, oh, he actually is a dog. Okay, we can make this work. Just make him a human body. And
she's in the pet play.
She watches French Stewart turn from a dog Muppet back into a human.
I'm like, girl,
and she still wants him.
I mean, accurate to the royal family.
This is like one of those weird hypotheticals that you keep seeing TikTok live debates be the subject of. Like, you're just scrolling through TikTok. If a dog transformed into a human, would it be ethical for a person to marry them?
Would you still love me if I were a dog?
And then you decide, okay, fuck it, I'm gonna check out this live, and people are screaming at each other over this.
Also, I love how offended Baby Bear gets when the princess says that she doesn't like porridge. Like,
and you know what? I'm Team Princess.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of porridge.
Honestly, when I was in high school, we just had the most flavorless fucking oatmeal, and that's what did it.
Oh,
that's what did it for me. That is just what ruined oatmeal for me permanently.
Oatmeal's okay, but I can really only eat it in, like, those IT ice cream bars.
I can only really have it if I mix in, like, cinnamon and blueberries and, stuff that actually gives it flavor.
I can't lie, I've had oatmeal. I don't think I've ever had porridge, but goddamn, those fucking three bears make that shit sound so tasty.
I know.
The way that kid was willing to break into a house for it.
And then also, when they free Elmo from the sack, he goes over disguised in the knight armor, and I was so nervous that somebody was going to accidentally stab him. It's like, no, don't touch
Elmo
him!
landed on the sword! I can't tell what's blood and what's fur!
Right, I'll do you for that. You what? Come here. What are you going to do, bleed on me? I'm invincible! You're a loony.
You know what? I headcanon that Elmo bleeds neon green, and it's like bright neon green. Like you turn off the light and it glows. like it's glow stick juice.
I just imagine Muppets like bleeding out like cotton and stuffing.
Oh god, like that episode of Rugrats.
Yes.
Oh god, that fucking episode. You just unlocked a memory with that. That's fucking horrifying.
So, like, if you get, like, a bag of, like, cotton stuffing and you show it to a Muppet, is that, like, basically showing them gore? Is that, like, showing a bag of human organs?
If you show them a regular human hand, they're like, oh god, that's my insides!
Oh, that's gore! That's Gore, Elmo's comfort character!
There was a joke about that in the Sesame Street episodes of Scrubs where they're showing a Muppet an x-ray of them with a hand inside them.
Yes! I love that episode.
I think I see what the problem is. You have a hand inside of you.
That explains so many things.
Sesame Street, even we make jokes about hands up asses.
Also, Scrubs is coming back this month. Topical!
Yay!
But don't forget, Zach Braff beat up a 12-year-old.
Boo!
Fuck that guy.
Perfect timing, you know. Muppet Show special, Sabrina Carpenter, that's been doing great. Keep watching it. We need more episodes. New Muppet Show.
I am praying. praying that this goes to series.
Yes, I've been watching it at least once a day. I
Yes.
love it so much.
It's so fucking good.
Oh,
God, they got it. This and Muppets Haunted Mansion got the spirit of the Muppets so good.
they did it. So good. That and also kind of tying back to Sesame Street and Netflix, the recent episode of Bridgerton came out and it's very Cinderella themed.
Aww.
So,
yeah.
More making out in the carriage.
One quick note, I love that little Sesame Street thing they did with Wake Up Dead Man where they had a Benoit Blanc puppet. That was adorable.
Yes,
Yes.
that was perfect.
Hell yeah.
You know what? Shameless cross-promotion is okay when Sesame Street does it.
Exactly.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I know people are torn up on the Simpsons and Disney collaborations, but Sesame Street can do whatever the fuck they want.
Damn
But
right.
Sesame Street, they put a lot of creativity and fun into it, whereas Simpsons and Disney, they're just kind of like, oh, look at this thing we're promoting. It feels kind of neuter. They don't go for like any real satire or real jokes. It's just this thing exists.
Oh my god, every single Disney Simpsons special that's come out has been, look, it's Disney things in The Simpsons. Isn't that wacky?
They don't even make the Disney characters look like the Simpsons style. It's so irritating to
Man,
me.
Simpsons made way better Disney jokes before they were owned by Disney.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Ugh.
give us something like what they did with Itchy and Scratchy Land. That's just an almost perfect satire of a lot of Disney parks and just theme parks in general too.
I gotta go to Simpsons Land as much as possible the next couple of years. I'm like, I'm gonna miss it so bad.
Oh, please don't just
I
turn it
didn't
into
get
more Harry Potter. I want to actually enjoy Universal Studios.
Please, a Looney. If we have to get a Universal and Warner Brothers merger, please make it a Looney Tunes Land.
Oh god, yes.
You know what? Make it Oz. I'm okay with that. Wicked.
Yes!
Wicked.
Yes,
Wicked,
that's perfect.
definitely.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
If we're gonna have witches in the park, might as well be awesome witches.
Damn
Oh,
right.
yes.
If I have to say goodbye to Springfield, despite having never been able to go there yet, knock on wood, knock on wood, knock on wood, I really want to go at least once. At least have it be Wicked.
Yes.
Anyway, back to the special.
Oh,
Also,
yeah.
the dancing between Elmo and the princess is really good. Like, I don't know how they managed to make the puppet dance with her so well, unless they were using like an animatronic or.
It feels like it's blue screen, but it's just so charming.
Absolutely.
It's like what they do when you get to see Kermit dance.
It was blue screen. I know that Elmo's being puppeteered by several people, but it's still such a charming and convincing illusion. I love it.
And the starry sky is just gorgeous.
Oh, yeah. It was like, this
Yeah.
looks like those fucking dudes throwing their head around from Labyrinth. I forget what they were called.
The Fiery Gang.
The Fiery Gang.
Fireys.
That's
Chilly
them.
down with the Fire Gang.
I fucking love them. I love
Oh,
them, yet
yeah.
I forgot what they were.
Also, I love how eager the count is to just count down to midnight.
10 minutes to midnight.
Also, he had swag.
Well, in all fairness, the Count always has swag.
Also,
Hell
that
yeah.
reference implies that there is a doomsday clock in Sesame Street.
You know
Oh my
what?
God.
I'm gonna say something controversial. The Count is probably a hear me out.
I can see it.
He's a vampire. Vampires are very attractive.
Crossed oceans of time to find you.
It would have been so funny if they accidentally transformed back while they were in the middle of the castle and they were just having to watch this body horror in real time.
Elmo can explain. And then everybody just starts fucking vomiting.
And then everybody's like, oh, that's why that carriage stank so bad.
When Muppets puke, does the hand just come out of their mouth?
Yeah, the hand just comes out of the mouth with a bottle of ketchup.
Oh, just like the arm extends.
And as required with every Cinderella adaptation, they have to be fully blind to a person that they fully saw. So,
Well, they actually do have kind of a way going around this. She's looking for a red monster, but Grover mentions, oh, kids these days are dyeing their fur all the time. So they still think maybe it could be anyone. And
That
then
got a
when
laugh
Elmo
out of
does
me.
show up, she does recognize him. So yeah.
It's not a phase, not so nice, stepmom. This is who Elmo really is!
The show must go on. Whackity schmackity doo.
Grover's starting his OnlyFans.
Grownly fans, if you will.
More like only hands.
Hell yeah.
Oh god, I was actually worried they were going to start going the way of the ugly stepsister and it was going to cut to Telly just doing all sorts of horrifying things to himself for the princess.
I don't want to see Telly cut off his nose.
Well, I mean, it's Telly. He could probably just hop his nose off and then put it back on.
Yeah, Ernie does it to Bert all the time.
Oh, Bert, I can cheer you up. Hey, I can do that too. Oh, God!
By the way, The Ugly Stepsister was very good, but I do only recommend it if you're into very fucked up movies.
I watched The Substance and enjoyed it, but even I think The Ugly Stepsister might be a bit much for me.
Valid. Very valid.
Anyway, did anyone realize that the mice horse just abandoned them at the ball? Like, once the clock starts striking midnight, it's like, oh, let's get out of here. They just go on their own, the little
They're like, okay, bye.
Yeah, like the mice even appear on the cover, but they don't do anything, but just leave them stranded without a ride.
You go that way. I'll go home.
Like, hello, the mice are like a key figure in Cinderella's emancipation. You know.
Yeah. And then somehow they don't comment on the fact that they were locking a child in the basement, basically, when they discover, oh yeah, Elmo lives here too.
Yeah.
The thing is that the stepmother doesn't really get a comeuppance in this. She just accepts that her kids are going to start hanging out with royalty, and she doesn't get called out for being a shitty mom, or she doesn't get like an ironic fate or anything. It's just like, oh, okay. Bye.
I'm pretty sure in the original story, like, after Cinderella gets married, a bunch of crows, like, show up and start pecking all their eyeballs out. Meanwhile, this one is just, oh, okay, bye, I guess.
Sesame Street Into the Woods when.
The way I see it, the way she's acting, she's, like, panicking and realizes that she has to play nice, because if she doesn't, she's gonna get beheaded. So that's why she's suddenly all happy and totally cool with Elmo leaving and her kids going to play at the palace, because she knows if doesn't, she's going to die.
She's that one Wojak with the smiling face while the person actually behind it is crying their eyes out.
You just see the crows, like, behind her, like, you made the right choice for now.
Also, I'm so glad they didn't go in the creepy direction. They do make it clear that the princess doesn't actually want to marry Elmo. He's just the least shitty option out there. So, and thankfully they have Elmo say,
Marry? Before kindergarten? Almost too young to get married.
Elmo
Hell
says no to child marriages.
Yeah.
No wonder Republicans are trying to get him canceled.
It was very sweet when Elmo's like, but we can still be friends. And the princess like, hell yeah. It was very sweet.
But she still takes him to live with her because she recognizes he's in a bad situation. And that's, that's nice.
And she rescues his brothers too. It's very sweet.
Yeah.
Also, I love that up until this point, the king never realizes that he could change the law all along.
Yeah.
Which has terrifying implications.
Am I Sultan or am I Sultan?
So basically, there were no stakes in his special. He was not going to lose the kingdom anyway.
Yeah, and yay, he can change the law at his will. That's not a bad precedent or anything.
Don't think about it too much.
Yeah, you know what? It's Sesame Street. They wouldn't have a dictator. In all fairness, for all I snark on, this is still a huge keep the tapes. This was
absolutely.
Very
I'm
sweet.
keeping the tapes on this
Oh,
one.
keep it for sure.
Keep the tapes. I don't understand how anyone could dislike this. And now that Netflix is helping to keep Sesame Street alive, maybe can we get new specials like this, please?
Yeah.
Yes. Please, can we get more Muppet classic literature in general? And also Sesame Street classic literature.
Yes.
Muppet Wicked or I'm rioting.
Hell yeah.
Muppeting Heights.
Both Glinda and Elfie are Miss Piggy.
Yes! Oh, so thank you so much for joining us again, Jen. This was so much fun.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for having me on. I always have such a blast being on with you guys.
Oh, we do too.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Is there anything you want to plug?
Well, I've been on past episodes of Channel KRT discussing, as I mentioned before, In Search of Dr. Seuss, Rainbow Bright San Diego Zoo Adventure, Jamboree Play with the Purpose, and Frost Return, so go check those out. I illustrated a children's book that will hopefully be coming up very soon called Ava's Chalk. by Jeanette Kazari-Jones from Ever Imagine Press.
Oh, yes. And those illustrations looked amazing, too.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, of course.
I have a WordPress blog called Up on the Shelf Reviews that's been on hiatus for a while, but I'm hoping to resume posting stuff again, mostly, movie reviews, things that catch my interest. And I have a YouTube channel called The Internet FIT where I post random funny videos. And though I've been trying to avoid most social media for the sake of my sanity, you can still find me on most places under the handle @Seggio.
Yay!
Hell yeah. So yeah, I'm not on social media too much these days, but you can find me on Muppet Breakout on Discord, and you can find me, I changed my username to Scream Rain on Letterboxd, and I'm also going to heavily plug the Muppet Show special. Please stream it so much that Disney will be required to greenlight the series.
Watch it. Watch it.
Hell yes.
Watch it.
Hell yes.
Watch it.
You gotta
so
do
good.
it. You gotta
Also,
do it.
Muppet Treasure Island because it turned 30 years yesterday. Happy 30th.
Happy 30th.
Hey, happy 30th.
Gavin Fever.
This has been a great month for Muppets.
Hell yeah. Also, happy 30th to one of Tim Curry's best performances ever.
Hell
yes.
yes. Oh my god. People need to watch and analyze his Long John Silver if they ever want to go into acting.
Damn right.
I'm on Blue Sky and Space Hay and on YouTube as MCR Rocks. That's pretty much all I use right now. And yeah, Muppets Wicked or a riot.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. You can find me on the usual spots, Tyler FG on Blue Sky, Tyler FG96 on Instagram. As for the show, you can find us on Channel KRT on Blue Sky, Channel KRT Podcast, all one word on Instagram, and you can also find our Discord server and our Facebook group in the link tree in our Blue Sky bio. And if you want to help support us, you can check us out on Patreon, where we have exclusive minisodes, outtakes, and early releases of upcoming episodes. And you can also check us out on Ko-Fi, where we have exclusive minisodes and outtakes for individual purchase. Or if you want to donate to us without purchasing anything, you're more than welcome to. And of course, thank you so much to our pals Bennett Ballard, Paul Spicknall, Chris Reyna, and Tony Goldmark for pledging to us at the $10 level. And an extra special thank you to our executive producers Ashley Hines and Gomer. Alright, Channel KRT, jump to the left, shake, 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 jump to the right, shake, shake, shake.
Everybody's doing this, everybody's doing this. Wait, nobody's doing this dance.
You gotta hide me from PBS. Their bloodthirsty pursuit is made possible by a grant from the Chubb Group.
Give us the money.